Yes, greetings to each and every one. Welcome to Fantastic Friday. I can't even say edition of Politically Incorrect. You know, greetings in the name of His and Her Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie the First, Empress Razira Menin. One perfect balance, family. That's what we're dealing with. One perfect balance. I oh man, what do I just did some you know, iotation, in a standing and just reflecting on so much that's going on, so many messages from all over various parts of the world, the region, here in Barbados. Just absorbing it, and praying for guidance and seeking guidance and listening to the guidance of the voice of God, the language of God. I speak on it so often. I mention it, and I sincerely hope by the end of tonight we could all come to a common ground that the language of God is vibration, is energy, and needs no apology. Jackie, I see you. Night to you too, family, all the way from UK. Yes, greetings to you, Telma. Jackie, I see you. Miss Crit Shalo, man, to you and your family. Shout out to King Man. We give thanks for the meditation. Still feeling the vibe, still feeling the energy. And that brings us to this point right now. The language of God. Most of us were raised in a Christian society or in a Christian home. There's some exceptions to the rule. Generally it would probably be Islamic, perhaps those in India, Hindu and Buddhist, and perhaps others beyond that. But for the most part, we are raised in that. There's the exception to those who have been fortunate to be raised in a Rastafari community in a house, and therefore the liberty is much different. And that goes for every one of us. But the language of God remains the same. And that's where I want to touch on tonight. I have to do this. Plus, it was a special request. So, yes, I heard your request, my brother, and I want to touch on it. And I sincerely hope that those who have eyes to see can see, and those who have ears to hear can hear. So, in the meantime and between time, while we utilize this time wisely, let us tell a friend to tell a friend. I was going to be funny and say our opening hymn, but I won't say that. That wouldn't be really funny. So, but anyhow, the opening meditation is what I would say is from a brother, Lloyd Brown, and I think is very applicable considering all, because at the end of the days, it all boils down to vibration. And that's the bottom line. It all boils down to vibration. So let me start with the right vibrations and the right meditation for this session and this reasoning. Tell a friend to tell a friend, family.
See if your mind is filled with the hate and destruction. It's about time you know yourself.
Know yourself.
You're looking at the mirror, you're not like a reflection. Full time that you know yourself. You see, judgment is close and the clock is ticking. It's about time you know yourself.
Know yourself, family.
Fly with eagles and no walk with chickens. Full time that you know yourself. Keep time with faith. Give thanks with each day. Positive energy. Glass half full, not half empty.
Half full, not half empty. Optimism.
And the liberty between you and me. All I ask for humanity is to pledge love with the unity.
Pledge love with unity, family. Wait, hold on, man. If I don't say nothing else for the night, man. If I don't say another word for the night, family. Let these words meditate, man. Let them grow in your subconsciousness, man. Listen to these words, family. Listen carefully, family.
If your mind is filled with the hate and destruction,
If your mind is filled with hate and destruction,
and if you're looking at the mirror, you're not like the reflection. Full time that you
know yourself.
You see, judgment is close and the clock is ticking. It's about time you know yourself. You need to fly with eagles and not walk with chickens.
Fly with eagles, family. We ain't walking with the chickens. The chickens.
Time with faith, give thanks with each day. Positive energy, glass half full, not half empty.
Greetings to Dominica.
Hold firm, Psalms 23 and the liberty.
Shout out to Charles Pascal.
You and me, all I ask
Love and respect, my brother.
is to pledge love with the unity. See, if your mind is filled with the hate and the
Chosen, anointed. I'm happy to see you. You have no idea. Bertram, Rastafari. Judgment is closed, family. Andrea, I see you. The clock ticking. Rhonda, give thanks, man. Miss Norville. Take time, family.
So that we can live. Cast out the negative and welcome the constructive. Hold firm, stand God, righteous. This is the Lord. All I ask for humanity is to pledge love with the unity. See, if your mind is filled with the hate and destruction,
eradicate that from your mind, family.
and if you're looking at the mirror, you don't like
If you look in the mirror and you don't like the reflection, check yourself. Judgment is close and the clock is ticking. You need to fly with eagles, don't walk with chickens. Make time, family. For the children, family. Jesus. Teach the children, family. Too much hating, man. We don't even realize that's what we be doing, you know. Pledge love, family. Just love and unity, family, is what we dealing with, right? Love and unity, man, is what we dealing with, man. You know what I'm saying? Love and unity. Lloyd Brown, man, know yourself, family. Go check that out, man. Jah Live Rhythm. Jah Live Rhythm, sorry. That's the key right there, man. Love and unity, man. Lloyd Brown. You must check it out, man. Give it a chance and just deal with it on the level, family. You know, I be feeling so, I don't even know how to put it in words. I don't even know if words can describe, man. I just let my energy permeate my environment, man, and let that vibration saturate my surroundings, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, simple as that, man. Shalom, Shabbat to all those, you know, Shabbat, Shalom. Happy Sabbath to those who, you know, keep the faith in terms of the Sabbath keeping according to what the doctrine says, you know what I mean? Salam alaikum as always to the Islamic community, those who plugging in. And I know there's a few, and I give thanks for your pre-essence as well. Your pre-essence or presence. We give thanks, you know. Hotep, the conscious community, you know what I mean? Ashe, my spiritual people, without question. And you don't know it is already. Namaste to those on that path. But without question, Rastafari to the brethren and sisters that we're dealing with. I had an interesting conversation a couple of days ago. This Christian young lady, grew up in the church, big in the church, serious about the church. And we were talking about her awakening and realizing that, you know, she's coming into herself and coming to a higher understanding of what was being preached, what's being taught in the book called the Bible. You know, the Old Testament and the New Testament. And I was listening intently because I remember when I first met her and realized that she has spiritual gifts and realized that, yo, you know, she gonna come into herself. And I know that when I was, you know, at that stage, elders looked at me and was always telling me, yo, you going this and you going to do things. And I, at the time, I had a clue what they're talking about. That time I'm holding on to the what do they call it? The faith of Jesus Christ, you know. So I knew nothing else but what I was taught But when I start to learn and read, and then the Spirit start to reveal unto me, and I start to still my own noise. Note what I said. I start to still and quiet my own noise. I start to listen to the language of God. So much was revealed. And I mean, it happened so naturally, man. It brought me from a state of unconsciousness to consciousness. You know, it was like a fade process. You went from one into the next. It wasn't a switch. Well, let me be honest first. I wanted it to be a switch. So I was accumulating all this knowledge on world events, all this knowledge on global affairs, all this knowledge on his story and events. And like, you ain't know this, you ain't know this. So I actually became an oppressor with my new knowledge. And those who didn't know it, I felt were somehow beneath me or behind me. Like, you know, I felt like I had it figured out. And I became oppressive. And I remember one day a brother, and what was his name? Hakim. Shout out to Hakim, wherever you at, brother, man. Peace, love, and light always. He said to me, man, he said, you know, you real judgmental, you know. You know, this is a brother that even knew way more than I did at the time. And I used to look up to him. And for him to say to me, you know, you real judgmental, you know, you think that you know some things that, you know, and that hit me like a ton of bricks. And it caused me to kind of look a little deeper into myself and realize that to whom much is given, much more is required. Because at some point I didn't even know what I was finding out. And the minute I gave up that mindset, the minute I let go of that need to feel like I got the answers and I let it go, I got so much more. I mean, so much more started to come. And I realized that I didn't, the only thing I realized really is that what I really knew, the only thing I really knew is that I knew nothing. I knew nothing. I thought I had all the answers. I thought I knew I had all the information. I could spit, you know, the 42 laws. We could go down, comment. We could break down the words in the scripture. We could go from Hebrew to Latin and the Vulgate text, the Byzantine text, you know, 322 scriptures, Constantine and the Nicene Council, you know, all that information, the Christ before Christ, that kind of stuff. And it's like, you know, I ain't know nothing because I didn't know myself. You see, I had information. But I wasn't practicing wisdom based on the knowledge, which is a result of understanding the information that you have. So it's okay to have information and regurgitate it and recite it. I could sit here for probably, if I had to really guess, I mean, to be very honest, if I could sit here probably for 7 days straight and probably speak on a variety of things and not repeat myself, just pure information, and still be no closer to knowing myself. But if I speak from my heart, if I speak the language of God, well, those who have ears to hear will hear, and those who have the eyes to see will see. So I'm coming tonight from that perspective, and you know, one of the things I love to see is people conversing, reasoning, because that's where we have gone wrong. We don't talk anymore. We don't reason anymore. Everybody want to tell everybody what to do. Everybody want to tell, you know, my point of view. And that may be okay to some degree, but it's oppressive because it's as if people don't do what you're saying. It's like, well, they're no good. Like, you know, and like I said, I remember that this was probably back in 2000 and I don't even know, maybe 2003, something like that. When Hakim told me them words, man, and hit me like a brick. Like, yo, I just had information that I was just regurgitating, really. I didn't know myself. And the irony is this, though. When I started to get into me now and look deeper within, I realized that there's so much more. A lot of what I discovered internally started to validate what information I had externally. And it brought it into a union, almost like a marriage made in heaven. And I use heaven symbolically for higher consciousness. Because the kingdom of God is within self. And any man that finds heaven, finds the kingdom, finds him or herself. And that's when everything opened up. And so when we talk with the language of God, you know, we raise, like I said, Christian society, most of us anyhow, ideally, What's the reality? Old Testament, Old Testament, New Testament. And this is what we have. This is what we've been given. And as a matter of fact, before I go any deeper, a quick question, family. Do me a favor. Give me a mic check if you can hear me clearly, if there's no echo, no feedback, because we had some challenges on Tuesday night, and we understand why. Because again, these obstacles are there to make us stronger. We can look at it as they're there to trip us up, but based on how you view the world, it's either going to make you or break you. And like I said, by the renewing of my mind, I don't see a singular event in my life. There's a duality. So as much as I could say something is bad, something is also good. So I look and recognize what is considered in the bad or the negative, and I learn from that, and I embrace the good to make me stronger to go further. That duality. And having said that, which ties in perfectly, and I'm amazed at how this is sometimes. I be in the back of my mind listening to myself. I kid you not. They say, well, you sound like you crazy. Maybe I am. Maybe we all are. To expect this world to become better when all we do is compound the problems that they put before us. It's as if they realize that we are the creators, we are the generators. We don't know this. So they give us a narrative. Well, the world form is going to be starving people just now, and this is what we're going to do. And we start to meditate on that. And what happens? The more of us that meditate on that, we give our energy to it, and it becomes the reality that we have created, not recognizing that they have no power over us. None. We give them power by manifesting that thought into the reality because we meditate on it day and night, as opposed to knowing thyself, knowing your divine calling on this realm and manifesting destiny, divine destiny. Old Testament, New Testament. The word old is self-explanatory. We ain't gonna get into that. Testy. What is testy? Old Testament, the old state of the mind. New Testament, the new state of the mind. So wait a minute. What would that mean? Old Testy, New Testy. The old state of the mind, the new state of the mind. Well, if one is an old state and one is a new state, then there must be an awakening. Because if what was old is no longer necessary, then what is new and what is necessary? And if you go through the scriptures, you notice some things. And I'm going to start to share. Let me just go. Let me go here first, right off the top. Which one should I do first? As a matter of fact, let me do it this way instead. Let me pull up this image first, because this is where I want to go, family. We're going on a ledge. We talk about knowing thyself, right? We speak of knowing thyself. Man, know thyself. Man, know thyself. That's what it said, right? Save that. Let me open this up. I give thanks, man. I give thanks to the universe. I give thanks to all of you. I give thanks to everyone who make this whole thing possible. Psalms 91, verse 1. As a matter of fact, grab your pen and grab your paper, man. Grab your pen and grab your paper. You're going to need it. He that dwelleth in the sacred place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Let me just share this real quick. I think it's important that I share this, because this means so much to me, and it may not seem that way to some, but the first thing I want to start here with is knowing your ledge. Knowing your ledge. Tamara, I see you. I give thanks for you, sister. And I did get your call earlier. I was in a meditation, so it doesn't, but we gonna reason in a few. We gonna take this to a whole different place, because I realize that, if I sit back and do nothing, nothing gets done. I am the master of my own destiny. No one holds keys on me. I'm not given authority to anything or anyone to do as they please. All that happens within my space, I have authorized. Nothing more and nothing less. And why is that? Because he that dwelleth in the sacred place of the Most High shall indeed abide under the shadows of the Almighty. You see, family, and that's where we find ourselves. That's where I find myself. And I give thanks for all those who share in that wisdom and that knowledge. I have this, as a matter of fact, this came up today on my Facebook page as You know, they bring up your history, right? You know, on this day, you know, X amount of years ago, you posted this. Well, let me say that when I saw this image, you know, knowing your ledge, this is in Ethiopia. This is one of the sacred temples up in the mountains. I think you got to climb. I forgot the numbers, but it's almost like, I think it's over 1,000 feet. You got to climb to get to this. It's over 1,000 feet. Then you got to walk across a bridge. They say it's about 18 inches or a little over 18 inches. You got to walk across this ledge. Talk about testing your faith, right? To get to the holy place, the sacred place, you know, the ledge. And for me, let me put this on mute. For me, it says so much about man and man knowing thyself. Imagine, you know, you go and climb all up to this mountain to get to this sacred place, just to stand on the edge of a cliff and get in tune with yourself, knowing who you are. Man, know thyself. You see, know thyself. You see, knowledge is just knowing the truth. Thou shalt know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Man, know thyself. And here's the best part. We always talk about the Kemet order, you know, above the door, the pyramids. It says, man, know thyself. And we most of us know that one. But the latter part is the part I want to focus on. And to thine own self be true. Man, know thyself, and to thine own self be true. Be true to yourself, man. There's no other way. What I know is what I know for my manifestation. What you know is what you know for yours. Where you're at is exactly where you are supposed to be. Where I am at is exactly where I am supposed to be. I see, my problem in my early days is I wanted you to be right here, right now, because I was right here. Yeah, I got this stuff now. You need to be right here, right now. Right now. I became oppressive. I became no different than that which I was speaking out against. And I didn't even realize it. I was literally flogging people who really didn't even know half the time what I was talking about and probably thought I was crazy. You know, I had to go into myself and realize that I didn't know nothing because I never knew who I was. You know, but when you get into self and you start to know yourself and you know the ledge that you stand on. I mean, I don't know about y'all, man, but I love this. I so love this. I so love this image. It speaks volumes, man. It speaks, it says so much. I mean, the elder right there in perfect harmony and deep meditation. I mean, simple things in life. Not concerned about NATO, pardon me, not concerned about the World Economic Forum, not concerned about any of that, because where he's at, he understands the energies of life. Some of us see NATO, some of us see World Health, some of us see Rockefeller, some of us see all these things. You know what I see? You know what I see? I see opportunity to recognize energy that's been here infinite and will be here infinitely, because at the end of the day, it's all energy that's manifesting in different forms. What they're doing is not what they're doing. You might see Putin or Biden or whoever. That's just the mass. The energy that is within is what I'm looking and focusing at. So because Putin is not here, well, I shouldn't even say Putin really, but let me put it this way. These world organizations and these people that we say worship the devil and drink blood and all this stuff we say that they do, they're people who right next to you that carry that same energy. They're not across the water. They are just agents for the energy. So it's about energy. That's all it is. It's about energy. So you got to know yourself, to know the energy that you're dealing with, so that you don't become the oppressor to people who looking for the light, who looking to fade from unconsciousness to consciousness. And Brother Ben, I give thanks. It's all an awakening stage. That's all it is. You are exactly where you were supposed to be. I am exactly where I am supposed to be. There's no rivalry. We're here to help each other grow consciously in grace, in love, and unity. Write this other verse down here, family. Let me go here, man. There's a a passage in the book. As a matter of fact, we're gonna go to church a little bit. The Bible, Old Testament to New Testament. We really don't grasp that book, you know. And as Rasta, I get a lot of flack. Boy, you the different kind of Rasta, you know. No, I ain't no different kind of Rasta. There's only Rastafari, full stop. Haile Selassie the first is the Almighty. You know, Empress Wazir Menon is the perfect balance. That's it. But the reality is, we talk about this book, King James. King James is a Freemason. The people who transcribe it, translate it, are all Freemasons. They took the knowledge from the Moors or the Israelites, or you want to call them, or the Hebrew, or the indigenous people, or the chosen people of God. That's all they did, and took it and brought it into the Western world on a different plane. Not that the knowledge wasn't already here. Bear in mind that there was atrocities going on, what they call the Dark Ages, because they took the knowledge away from the people. So some individuals found a way to put the knowledge into a book and get it spread to the people. So we don't even see that. We bun the Bible and bun this and bun that, not recognizing it is laced with the knowledge. Let me prove it to you. Well, then again, let me rephrase that. I don't want to prove anything to you. Let me show you what I've discovered. And if I'm in error, correct me. In the book of John, King James Bible, and I'm using King James because, you know, why not? It's called the AV, the Authorized Version. And in the book of John chapter 10, now John chapter 10 is a very, very, write this down, family. And I hope my Christian family is watching as well. Write this down, because your pastor is not going to tell you this more often than not. But there's some exceptions. Shout out to Scanterbury, by the way, brother Scanterbury, maximum respect. Salute to you, General, and Sister White and her husband and brother White for the works that they're doing. And there's some others as well. But those are the two I'm in contact with, and I know the works they're doing and continue to do the works. Brother Inuma as well over there in Europe. And I mean, I can't even... Maximum respect to the brother as well. Like I said, there are others who are doing it as well. But these are the ones that's the power of the Trinity right there. You know, I give thanks for the family. But John chapter 10. You know, verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not to the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same is a thief and a robber. He that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same is a thief and a robber. Very interesting. It starts out with that. But leaving that there, I want to go all the way down. Let me go here. Let me go to 14. Let me go to verse 14 real quick. I just want to show you something. And I can just bring it forward. Verse 14, I am the good shepherd. Keep in mind, right, that when we hear these terms, understand the role. The shepherd implies leadership. It is the leader. The shepherd is the leader. Don't think of, that's where the word sheep will come from, because people are like sheep. But the reason why there's sheep, because I need a shepherd, because someone has to bring the light and the knowledge to those who don't know. To those who don't know. But the sheep have a role to play in that once they learn the path, they then become shepherds themselves. You know. But I am the good shepherd, and my sheep, and I know my sheep, and I'm known of mine, meaning people that I am in tune with, I'm aware of them, and they're also in tune and aware of who I am, and vice versa. As a father knoweth me, even so know I the Father, and I lay down my life for the sheep. But this is where it gets deep. So I lay down my life for the sheep. I put myself in harm's way for all those I care and vow to protect. I put myself up front. The shepherd puts himself in a place of danger to protect those he cares for. Family first. And it's okay not to get along with everybody in the family. It's even okay to have disagreements. As a matter of fact, it's even okay to not agree on the same thing. But if we family, we're going to always stay together, and we're going to work through it. We don't run at the first sign of pressure. Stick a pin, I'm going to get forward to that. But let me go down here. And other sheep, oh, here's the other thing. And other sheep I have which are not of this fold, them also I must bring, and they shall hear my voice, and they shall be one fold and one shepherd. What that is saying is that there are other people that might be of different faiths, and we know this, different overstanding and different understandings. But the point is, the language of God is still the same. Whether they Muslim, whether they Israelites, whether they Hindu, whether they Buddhist, whether they Rastafari, whether they Christian, whether they atheists, the language of God is the same, just like the language of the other energy is the same, whether it is the Economic Forum or right here in Barbados or even in a WhatsApp group. The energy never changes. But let me get to where I want to go. And other sheep, for therefore do my father, therefore does my father love me, because I laid down my life that I might take it again. But what that mean? Though I laid down my life, do I take it again? So wait a minute. No man taketh it from me, but I lay it down for myself. I have power to lay it down, and I have power to take it up again. This commandment have I received from my Father. Well, wait a minute. Hold on. Father in this case is universal order. The all. So you're saying the all gave me authority because I know my Father. I know the all, and the all know me, and the all has given me authority to lay down my life for those I endure and I love and I lead. And guess what? I have the authority to pick it back up. We don't know no death. We know life. All we know is life. We don't know no death. What death? We don't. What is death? You can't. Death is a tool they use to use fear to control people, so people become fearful. The idea that this is going to this is going to happen, and this is going to happen, and oh my God, whoa, slow it down, family. We know life has been given to us, and we choose what we do with it. No one has authority over you. Your sovereignty is not a document that you could submit to the court and regain. No one takes it from you. What has happened is that you have been tricked out of your birthright. I have been tricked out of my birthright. Now we're coming back into a state of consciousness, making us aware that we have an original birthright handed to us by the universe, or sovereignty, which is life. No one has no authority over me. There's no authority higher than me. What authority? So when you give up that authority that you have and acquiesce to some government or world conspiracy, monopoly, whatever, then yes, you are subject to them. They have now become your shepherd, and fear will be your guide. No man take it from me, but I lay it down for myself. I have power to lay it down, and I have power to take it up again. This commandment I have received from the Father. There was a division, therefore, again among the Jews for these sayings. Imagine that. They had a division, like, yo, what are you talking about? You can't speak like that. Who is you? They said this. Many of them said he have a devil and is mad. Why hear ye him? Others said, those are not the words of him that have a devil. Can a devil open up? Listen to this carefully, family. Others said, those are not the words of him that hath a devil. Can a devil open eyes of the blind? Y'all feeling why he's showing you? Your pastor ain't reading this verse and telling you this. Can the devil open eyes of the blind? Give sight to those. Give what he said. Give sight to the blind. And Jesus walked with the Temple of Solomon. Well, what's interesting is that they included this verse 23 of all numbers, right? And Jesus walked in the Temple of Solomon's porch. Walked in the temple. Remember they said, any man that comes in by any other way is a thief. But anyhow, I want to go down here now but y'all can read the whole thing. Definitely good reading. My sheep hear my voice, I know of them. And it repeats this from earlier, but I want to get down here. My Father, which gave them to me, gathered them all, and no man is able to pluck them out of my Father's hand. I am my, yes, here we go. Let me go back here. Let me start with, maybe my Father hear my voice. Verse 28. Let me do 28. And I give unto them eternal life, and they shall, listen this carefully. And I give unto them eternal life spiritually. This is what we're talking about spiritually. We talk about spirituality, but and then we get the flesh going on with the fear. But spiritually, listen this carefully. And I give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish, neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand. Not even the World Economic Forum don't have no say so for the chosen ones, the children of the Most High, who have been appointed here on earth for a divine purpose. They can't touch you. There's nothing they could do to you. You have to submit to that by giving up your authority, your divine sovereignty, authority. And that we are not doing. Ashe Rastafari. But check this out now. Verse 29, my Father, which give them me, is greater than all. The universe is greater than all governments. The universe is greater than any World Economic Forum, any Rothschild, any Bilderberg, any CFI, whatever. It is not man. A Jaja run things under them. You understand? When y'all paying attention, y'all listening to music, or y'all just skim through it. My Father which give them me is greater than all. No man is able to pluck them out of my Father's hand. But they can't pluck them out of my hand. Who for me? You could talk all you like. You could spread propaganda. You could do whatever you want to do. Who for me gonna roll with me? That ain't happening. The administration, BLP, DLP, whoever, you could send your infiltrators. That's why I said we ain't secretly planning nothing for the government, no revolt, no coup, no revolution. We ain't planning nothing. We getting in tune with divine order, because divine order gonna run things as it always have run things. Get in tune, family, with your higher self. Know yourself. Don't mind them. Let them do what they're doing. Stop letting them program you with their spells and mystic signs and symbols. Lead them to their own devices. No man can pluck them out of the hand of Father. Verse 30, I and my Father are one. I and the universe are one. The same energy. One perfect balance. Rastafari. Then the Jews took up stones again. This is the best part. The word again. They took up stones again. The implication is they always trying to stop the man from teaching and giving sight to the blind, and hearing to the deaf, and speech to the dumb. They're always trying to find a way with their arguments and rhetoric and whatever else. But we know them from afar here. Trust when I show you. You've been here long enough. You get to see them every time. The game don't change. It'll be the same thing. Called they're agents. They're minions. They don't call the shots. They follow instructions. So when you know how the thing work, you know the thing work. But we been get the formula. Been get the remedy. Here's the other part. Verse 30, yeah. I and my Father one. Then the Jews took up stones again to stone him. Jesus asked them, now check this out now. Many good works have I shown you from my Father. All the things I done do, right? You still didn't believe me. For which of these works you want to stone me? So what exactly you want to condemn? I mean, you want to condemn your brother and your sister, despite all they're doing, all they're showing you that they're doing. Whether they're doing, regardless of what level, whether dressmaking, teaching, farming, teaching, preaching, whatever. Which one of the good works you want to stone them for? For which one? Then the Jews answered him, saying, for a good work we stone thee not. Now check this out. We ain't vexed because of what you doing. What you doing is all right. We see what you're doing. That's no problem. But for blasphemy, and because that thou being a man makes thyself God. Baby. Maketh thyself God. What are you trying to say with I make myself God? I make myself God. I make myself God. I make myself God. I make myself God. But any man finds the kingdom finds himself. So if I find myself, I have found the kingdom. But that's what they said. Now check this out. This is the best part. This is how you know, right? That people only have information. The Jews answer him saying, for good works we stone thee not, but for blasphemy. Blasphemy, that's a strong word. And because that thou being a man maketh thyself God. I make myself God. You in studying. What Jesus answered and said to them, Jesus answered them, is it not written? Check this out here, family. This is how you know people just got information, just regurgitating information and spreading information. Because check this out. Is it not written in your law? He didn't even say our law. That's how deep this thing is. Me and you ain't in the same. Me and you we not in the same. We in the same. We in the same. Clearly, your response, how you function, how you vibing, tells me that we in the same. You got to deal with something else, man. Let them go off and deal with itself and come forward again. That ain't an issue. I was once there. Hakim, you real judgmental though. You real judgmental. I had information. I ain't had the knowledge. I only had information. And as it said, is it not written in your law? I said, this is the best part. He said, God, they blaspheme him for calling himself God. Is it not written in your law that I said, ye are gods? Look at here, man. Look at here. Look at here. Look at there, man. Look at there. Have I not said to you that you God? If he called them gods unto whom the word of God came, those who want the divine appointment, and the scripture, sacred writings cannot be broken, because the Bible is just a copy of the sacred writings. It's not the original. This got from somewhere. Keep that in mind. And the scriptures cannot be broken. The sacred scribes, the sacred writings can't be broken. They're there for all time and all eternity. Cannot be broken. Say ye of him who the Father have sanctified and sent into the world. We here by divine appointment, family. We're not here by chance. You think somebody gonna come on here but do this by chance or luck or hope? This is divine appointment, and they know it. They know you better. They've been watching you from the time you were born, man. They've been following your history from school. They got files on all of us. They know who we are, and they send their different. What they call them? I forgot your name. There's a word for them, but they just don't even touch it. I won't even give the credit to even give you all the name. I'll face tonight. The nameless ones, the faceless ones, the soulless ones. Stay there. And the Father have sanctified and sent into the world. Thou blasphemous. How you going to tell divine beings that they blaspheming because I said I am the Son of God, or you the daughter of God? But that's the facts. That's the reality. That's why we even clink how we clink and vibe how we vibe. We know each other from a spiritual plane. Don't mind the flesh. And to some extent, don't even mind the color. But I can touch that another time. If I do not, and now check this out. If I do not the works of my Father, believe me not. Believe me not. You're looking for perfection, but I'm pure. Blessed is the pure in heart. You're looking for perfection. So you're looking to see what a man doing, and you want to judge a man based on what you see. But based on what you see is based on how you think. Keep that in mind. But if I do not, but if I do, though ye believe me, believe not me, believe the works. You ain't gonna believe what I tell you. Believe the works you see, that ye may know and believe that the Father is in me and I am him. I in him. So if you ain't believe what I tell you, that ain't a problem. You see me doing the works, recognize that it's only through the divine grace of the universe, the Almighty, that man could come now, especially in this dispensation, in these times, and speak truth to power. Let me know ordinary people here. Because for the most part, people running out, getting jobs, don't want to lose their job. People frightened, people unsure, people paranoid even. As a matter of fact, people more paranoid. Paranoia is the next variant. People paranoid, man. People scared to death, and no one admit that. They shook. They shook. The devil got them shook, using the word loosely. By devil, that is. Therefore, they sought again to take him, but he escaped out of their hands, as always. Why? Because they don't have the authority to take his life. It's he who does lay and pick it up at will. They don't decide that. But where am I going with this right here, people? Where, Emmanuel, where you late? So you're preaching tonight. The way you're going with this thing, though, brother. Where you going with this thing? Let me tell you where I'm going, man. Let me tell you where I'm going. Better yet, let me show you where I'm going. What he was talking about was actually Psalms, the book of Psalms. Write this one. As a matter of fact, that was John 10, right? Write this one here down now. Write this down. And I didn't enlarge it the last time, but I want to enlarge it now so that we can see this clearly. Oh, y'all can see this clearly. If you can see it clearly, let me know. Let me know. Give me some feed for them. Kill their God force. That's what they want us to do. Vibrating that love. That's the only emotion of God. Serious. They don't preach nothing but books. Yeah, but you know what? They all have a role to play, Ben. A corporation of lies. Jackie, you don't know what going on, Jackie. They want to take our sovereignty, right? Our natural state, our divine self, as if the government is who bring you here to earth, as if them is who put you here on earth, as if them have control over you here on earth. Them can't even control themselves, and they want to control divine beings. You crazy? We ain't sleeping no more. We up, and those who up have responsibility to be the light for those who know getting up. But you can't be so bright in your lighthood that you blind your own people and cause them to go back to sleep. Psalms 82. So in the Old Testament, the old mind, the old state of mind versus the new state of mind. And the new state of mind is more action. And the old state of mind was almost like the foundation that you built on. Why is that? Go to Psalms 82. Write this one down as well, family. Read the whole thing when y'all get a chance. Just want to pick one or two verses real quick. I'm going to show y'all something in a minute that may very well surprise most of you. Psalms 82. God standeth in the congregation of the mighty. He judge among the gods. Now, wait a minute. Hold up a second. God standeth in the congregation of the mighty. He judges among the God. God standeth in the congregation. There's people here of the mighty. God is amongst the mighty. They are mighty people then. They are mighty beings. They're mighty energies that dwell here. And he stand amongst them. He has come to stand amongst them. And what he said, he judge among the gods. Judge among the gods, among the mighty men and women. Yes. And what did he say? What did he say? What did he say? What did the universe creator, Almighty Allah, Buddha, Krishna, Jehovah, Jesus, what did he say? How long will ye judge unjustly? Remember what I said? The man said was judgmental. But guess what? I wasn't judging my oppressors. I was judging my people. I wasn't judging those that was doing the wrongs. I was judging those who didn't know. Check this out. How long will you judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked? Selah. How long will you do that though? How long? How long before you come to the realization that you got it wrong? Here is the old family, and I said this too many times. I said this: defend the poor. Hold on, man. We get this here straight, man. We be talking this thing right. Defend. I try and get out of the way. Can I close this? No. Defend the poor. That's what it said. Defend the poor and fatherless. Do justice to the afflicted and the needy. Deliver the poor and needy. Rid them out of the hand of the wicked. Don't let the system trick them. Make them get vaccine. Don't make the system trick them and put them in a state of fear with propaganda that is designed to produce fear, which produce the propaganda and give it life to bring it into the reality manifesting on the manifestation of such fear. No, don't do that. Deliver them from that. Teach them differently. Let them know themselves and their power. Give them back their power. What power is that? Well, here's the power. They know not, neither do they understand. Hold on again, man. Hold on again. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. Ain't God include the people in, no? Too judgmental. Teach them. Fade from unconsciousness to consciousness. I have said, ye are gods. Here it go again, though. So what Jesus was talking about in the new state of mind, the new world, new consciousness, was what he echoed from the old consciousness. You have a duty on earth to do, which is to help your brother and your sister, especially if you have the information, have the knowledge and the wisdom, spiritual manifestation. You have a duty not to judge them, but to guide them, protect them, pluck them out the hand of the wicked, because ye are gods. But if you fail to do so, you shall die like men and fall like one of the princes. Remember the prince that fell, right? They said the prince of darkness, you shall fall like one of them, which means there are many that fell. But anyhow, so where are you going with this thing now, Emmanuel? You come on tonight on a different meditation, though, brother. Will you open day. Greetings to you and all of Toronto, all the Toronto family watching. As a matter of fact, especially the sister that reached out to me. I gotta well, I tell you, you can't make this up, man. You cannot make this up. But anyhow, I won't call your name, but give thanks for reaching out from all the way from Toronto. And we're going to dialogue and we're going to see where we could go with this and build this thing, because there are people who are looking to help in different ways and meaningful ways on all levels, family. So, the 7-1 door closed, many open. Well, the same thing goes, when I can be good, man. But we give thanks to Open Day. Give thanks, blessed love to the family, the fearless. Big up to the young prince as well. We got to get him on. We got to plan that. As a matter of fact, Jackie, make sure you link with Open Day and put that in works. We got to make that happen ASAP. That's something that we need to do. So I'm looking forward to that. Jackie, come on, man. You know that. We want to take God out of our DNA. Of course that. That's bloodline, man. We know who we are, man. We know who they are. They can't create anything. They need our ability to manifest. Of course. But come on, tomorrow. That's what I'm saying to you. That's why I don't push that fear, because I realize that that's what it is. Remember Corona first start? Everybody walk about as normal, no big deal. But as soon as the TV come on, the government, people gonna be dying by the hundreds and thousands. You need to wear 3 and 4, 5, 10 masks. You need to put on 10 masks. Don't touch nobody. And they push that fear. People was like scattered. I was like, wow. That time I ain't even wearing the mask, washing hands. I ain't doing nothing. I traveling up and down the Caribbean. I ain't even doing none of that stuff. I ain't gonna front. To one day I had to go into St. Vincent, man. And I telling myself I did for the plane. I didn't know if it was cyanide. I know. I started a little feel a little like wait, a little cough. What that? A little cough. I paid in my land at the airport, see people in white suits with little laser detectors and handheld scanners and temperature gauge. I tell myself, oh, what this boy? Look, I better go and sit by the AC and cool down, because if I really hot, it could be a problem. That time I did tell myself, but wait, hold up. Nah, I ain't fearing this thing, man. I ain't buying into that. I get up, grab my backpack, so walk down the ramp, going up the thing, and they going in like, yeah, though. Good to go. Beep. Check, went through, tell myself, no, imagine, right? They almost had me for a second there with a little bit of fear, but I tell myself I had to shake off that energy. I ain't dealing with that. Whatever them doing is what them doing. Me, my steps ordained, man. I ain't even studying nothing like that. Nothing at all like that. That ain't we thing, family. Let them do them thing. But I got one more place to take you tonight. I got one more thing to share. And this is the highlight of this whole message. Know thyself. That's what he's saying. Know thyself. We talk about the Bible in English language and the slave master and this and that and da. Let me tell you something, man. English didn't start in the Caribbean, English didn't start on the plantation, It's the language of commerce, That's our language we use in Europe before they took it. Again, we didn't understand our role in this whole thing. We ain't seeing and knowing ourselves, so we don't know our role in the whole scheme of things. We are the reason all this is happening, because of our consciousness and how we focus on the things they keep pushing in front of us. They push fear, the whole country went into fear. Everybody suddenly. Therefore, it spread like a virus, a conscious virus, fear. But guess what? Let me show you something that's real profound, really profound. So Jesus came and tell the people they are gods. Many times they ain't listen. The Old Testament, Psalmist David, and those who wrote that book, we won't get into them little details. The knowledge is there, though. The information as ye are gods. God has given you authority to govern this earth and to lead and be guardian on this plane. We ain't listen. Who was the first person? That's the wrong word, choice word. Where did we first hear that message? As a matter of fact, that's a question. Where did we first hear that message, family? Before you actually go and reveal it, where did we first hear that message? Can somebody, let me see who's paying attention. Give me some feed forward, family. If you're listening, give me some feed forward. Give me some energy, man. Know thyself and ye shall know God. Boy, somebody here dropping some science here. Know thyself and ye shall know God. Language of spells, man. Exactly. I told those work today, and everything you are took from out of the poor, the fatherless child, and the widow, also to obey the commandments. Man, look, it crazy, but it's a truth. It is a truth. Alex said it's stuck, can't hear nothing. Alex, that's on your end. I think that's on your end because on these, well, I don't know. I'm watching it off to the left, the right here on YouTube, on Facebook actually, and it's still rolling. So I don't know. I don't know. Alex, I'll give you a minute to check on that though. I know you must have collected a swimming pool of rainwater the last couple of days, right? But let me know. Alex said it's stuck. I'm not sure if anybody having the same thing. Give me some feed forward, family, if that's the reality. If you're just stuck as well, give me that. The brother said ancient Egypt. Ancient Egypt. Yes, of course, I could say that. It's true though. It's true though. It's true. But that's not the answer I was looking for. And I agree. Let me rephrase it. Where in the scripture did we first receive that message? Where in the Bible, my Christian fellow men and sisters, brothers and sisters, where in the Bible did we first get that message? Remember, Jesus taught that. He taught that. You can't, the church can't ignore that, you know. I don't care what your pastor tell you. Jesus taught that. That's a message from him. What did he mean? He quoted the Old Testament. The psalmist taught that same message. What did they mean? But that's not the first place we heard it. Where did we first hear that message in the Bible? Let me see who's paying attention, man. Gemma, I see you. I see you. I see you. I give thanks. Boy, life is amazing, isn't it? Divine beings, always connected throughout the course of time, always reconnecting and coming back together to go forward, you know? Pastors, aka puppets for some. Genesis 6, we're getting close. Yes. But even before that, even before Genesis 6, even before the gene of Isis. Speaking of Isis, though, wait a minute, hold on. What happened here, girl? Are we at the Isis? Show yourself. Before the gene of Isis, that deep, we call it Genesis, but the gene of Isis is the beginning. In the beginning. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field. Serpent, not the devil, not Satan, the serpent. So we got to first learn who this serpent represent. You know, again, the church could tell you one thing, but it may not be what you think it is. I'm just saying. Now, the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field, which the Lord God, which that word Lord is capitalized. So you know that actually is a different, the Lord God. Notice that, Lord God. They put it both together. So this Lord and God, this is obviously a different God because clearly there are more gods. So this is the Lord God. Anyhow, that's not a conversation. Had made. And he said unto the woman, he have said to the woman, have God said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden? And of course, the woman in her attempt to argue with the man, what do you mean? And set him straight, as women generally do set everyone straight. And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God have said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. Now check this out carefully. And the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die. Now I've heard the church preach this. You see, he said, not surely die, meaning that he was deceiving her because there was going to be a death. A part of her was going to die if she touch or eat this fruit. So the church has preached that, yes, you know, the devil is clever, call it. He tried to trick the woman, but bear in mind, this is not the devil nor Satan. This is a serpent. And the serpent may have a very different representation in the bigger picture. But anyhow, ye shall not surely die, meaning, yes, a part of you have to die. But the part of you that have to die is the flesh, the ego. The ego has to die. But here's why the ego has to die and what happens when your ego dies. Watch it. For God doth know. No, he's not lying now. This is the thing. This is not a lie. This is the truth. The serpent is speaking truth. For God does know that in the day ye eat thereof, ye then your eyes shall be open, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good from evil. Ye shall be ye shall be as gods. Is it not written that ye are gods in your law, and the scripture cannot be broken? Y'all can really rest though. I ain't going no further. That Genesis 3. That Genesis 3. I ain't going no further. I ain't going no further. Masonry, the Freemasons, compass and the square, the teachings. I give thanks to those who are abiding and teaching and, and leading and helping. The rest, judgment, not because I say so. By thine own words, by thine own actions, is judgment. You have manifested into your own reality. I and my Father are one, is what he said. One perfect balance. But one is the beginning. One. It starts with one. Balance yourself. Man, know thyself. Know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Man, know thyself, and to thine own self, man. Be true. Just be true to yourself. All this chaos in the world and all this propaganda and everything seemingly going worse and worse and worse and worse. Know yourself. Know yourself, man. Let us create man in our likeness and our image. I love it. Spirituality is personal, intuitive, and individually unique. That's why you need to go inside yourself. You know what's funny? Intuition, the voice of God, the language of God speaks to you. Intuition. You have intuition, divine covenant with the Almighty. You just hear it though. We call it intuition, but I know for a fact, I can't speak for nobody else. I mean, in my life daily, now, I ain't going front. I don't always listen as always, as I should, mostly though, but not all the time. So then I try a thing, trying to flex my own. See, but every time I lean on my own understanding, I just fall though. It don't fail. Or I might get through, but it might take me longer. When all I had to do was just follow the guidance in the first place, I'd be like, boy, I could avoid all this had I just because I knew that. I knew it. And like I didn't know. But try a thing. But I give thanks to humility, and I practice that, and I remind myself daily. Stay humble, man. Stay humble, man. Because there are those who watching you, you don't even know watching you. Today I was downtown visiting a sister of mine, one of my co-workers, I should say, a sister I do work with. I'm reasoning some stuff there about some shipments of food coming in from different countries and stuff. And a lady walked past with a mask and everything. Just so my peripheral, I pick up the energy and I turn. At the same time, when our eyes met for this, that's what the old people tell you. And she looked at me and I saw the squint and I saw the mental Rolex flipping through, like where I know that face from, because I wasn't wearing a mask, but she had a mask. And then I started to do the same thing. Like, wait a minute, let me look to these eyes. I know those eyes. And she gave me a nod and a broad smile behind the mask, which I recognize in her eyes. Not that I could see her face, but I recognize the smile based on the eyes. And, and I did likewise in return it. And I continued my conversation. When I got in, I got a message on a voice note telling me, yes, it's good to finally meet you because, when I saw you, I recognized you. And she don't keep up the good works and whatnot. And I was like, wow, look at that. Somebody I don't even know, like, and they watching and they see you and you don't even know. And stay humble, family. Stay humble. Stay humble, man. Stay humble. Good night, Captain. I see the Capitan is with us. There's one name I didn't see tonight on this whole platform at all. I didn't see the brother Steve. If you're watching though, brother, I usually look forward to your comments because you dropped some real interesting points. And I usually post a lot of them, but I ain't seeing your comments. Maybe you're busy with your family. So when you watch this, I look forward to reading your comments because I know you'll be dropping it. But I see the captain is amongst us tonight, the elder. I give thanks, man. Samuel, I give thanks to you too, Mr. Walter. And it's funny because I've never seen this name before. I don't recall seeing it before. And if I'm in error, please correct me. But welcome to Politically Incorrect, wherever in the globe you're from. You and your family and your clansmen, your tribe, as chief, clearly you can see that. We give thanks for you. I did speak. There you go. Now I didn't see it because I was on the other page. But I hear going to the comments right now. I hear going through the comments as best I can. There seem to be a lot more tonight than before, which is interesting. But yeah, General, we got work to do, my brother. And I know how passionate you are about the militant side of things. That's why Black Lion Security is always there. And I give thanks to every and each of all them individuals who have pledged to protect the people from the shadows, man. I call them the shadow workers. I might refer to them as Black Lion Security and on paper, but believe you me, them is shadow workers. Families right now getting assistance in different ways, problems getting resolved, conflicts getting resolved. Disputes getting resolved. Regardless of who you are, by the way, police, politician, white, black, brown, rich, or poor, they put in work, family. They put in work. So when you need them, they appear. This is so spiritual. I can't even put it in words. I just give thanks for all those that have been called and have answered the call, because it's a many a call and chosen are few. But those who have been chosen answer their call and they have been activated accordingly, man. The open day up in Toronto doing big works. The last thing his sister called and told me that there was a warrant out for the arrest of the brother Paul Alexandra. Imagine he up there doing big works, putting the whole system on blast, sharing truth. No, they want to put a warrant out. For what? The speaker of truth have no friends. If you in this thing for friends, if you in this thing to be like, you in the wrong thing, man. Straight up. So it's okay for people to disagree with Emmanuel. The inbox messages. Look, I get all kind of messages and comedy. I don't call them threats. Comedy. All kind of stuff I see. I look at it, I be laughing like, yo, this is crazy. Very hilarious. Because I think to myself, you think that by sending me some little message that I'm going to somehow tuck my tail and run, you ain't know my bloodline. You know Aunt Rose? You know who Aunt Rose is? You know my grandmother is? you know my grandmother? Let me check when it sells you. Bloodline, man. No Papa is bloodline, man. This ain't nothing to do with me. It's nothing to do with me. You might see me, but it ain't me you gotta deal with. Okay, got you covered. I got you covered. I overs. It's good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Long friend. Long friend. I give thanks, Samuel Emmanuel. I know exactly who this is. It's only today I had you in my thoughts, though, this afternoon. Real thing. I give thanks. It's only today I had you in my meditation. I going to see you soon. I got some work for you to deal with just on your side too, right on your alley. On a spiritual level, though. As a matter of fact, Nataki. All right. Yes, Jackie. Tell him again, Jackie. The devil is a liar. We ain't dealing with that. Guidance. Yes, man. You give thanks, man. Program is what. But then again, you know the energy from long time. Long time, family. Long time. Bertram, I ain't going to tell you. Simplicity is the key to life. Just be humble. Wait. Wait, man. Let me type in this one here. That's all I got to type in there, man. I don't know what it is, man. I know what you're going to do now, though. Like, I just get the message, man. Oh, that's your number now? Okay, that easy. Let me save this. I got you covered. Jackie, if you're watching, or Tashara, make a note of that for me. Nah, Steve, I see you, Steve. I had a mad travel today. Look, brother man, I see that. I see that. I see that. Trust when I tell you, I see that. That's why I tell you, man, the language of God. As a matter of fact, right, it's because of you and that statement about your travels today is why I was inspired to speak the language of God. You, Steve. Yes, you, Mr. Moore. So I'm telling you right now, you're an inspiration to many, despite all. So overstand why I'm showing you, my brother. I am my brother's keeper, in good and bad. You're right, I can tell you right. If you're wrong, I can tell you wrong. But any day is all love, bro. That's how I was raised with my elders. Showed it to Lamamba and Bonga Lights, by the way. Troy Deer. You know what I mean? You're right, you're going to hear it. You're right, you're going to hear it. You get a pat on your back, too. You're wrong, you're going to hear it. You get slapped alongside your head. Because it's all love at the end of the day. It's when people don't care about you, they don't tell you nothing. Study that. Study that. When they don't care, they don't tell you nothing. But when they care, you know what they do? When they care, you know what they do? Let me tell you what they do when they care, man. Hold on. Let me tell you what they do when they care, man. This is what they do when they care, family. This is what's happening when people care about you, man. All they want for you is one thing. Swimming in blood, Jesus. Pull out whip for the talk, man. I didn't even wait no longer. Shout out to Armageddon for life. May his spirit abide with us continually, in us, through us, and around us. Love through music, man. We have an official resident DJ now. Samuel, you're hired. That's all I gotta tell you. I ain't gonna tell you nothing else. We gonna reason on that. The injection on the Ralph. Stop fight. Stop war and get till the soil. Even the soldiers gotta eat, family. Even the soldiers gotta eat. A million miles. And child. Nah, man. Allow the youths that carry the bananas tomorrow. Not a problem. They needed it. Allow them. Blessings and more blessings are coming your way. Stop war and till the soil. Nice. Start working out, family. Get your workout. Get in the land. Pull the vines. Use the fork. Use the hoe. Get in shape, family. Both physical, spiritual, and consciously. Get in tune. Good night to you, family. Blessed love to you, sister. Yes, family. It's all love we're dealing with. Strictly love. We should go and meet him right after, quite frankly. Connect with Jackie. Yes. Rastafari. And bounce on the mind. Yeah, I know they want the bar, the mama and papa and child, but family, y'all know what time it is already, family. So don't even make no sense, man. It takes all kinds, man. Despite all, we live in love and unity, but this is why we in love and unity, because it's a revolution time. We ain't got the time to be fighting each other. We ain't got the time for that. I don't have to agree with nothing you do, but I know one thing. We fighting against the common enemy, not one another. Unless you cross my path. Different day, family. Different day, man. I'm just gonna say this last before I go, though, because only certain people gonna understand this. Not everybody. Only certain ones. But for the ones that do understand, for the ones that understand, left eye, I see you. Sing this one. This make up for Wednesday, family. Pure energy. Brothers and sisters, keepers, man. Only terrorizing our own. We gotta cut that out, family. Live in love and unity. Yes, family. You see that word there? You must say temper your anger, family, you see? Temper your anger. Remember that. Just remember that. The only way you can temper your anger, right, is focus on one thing and one thing only. That's the love of God, man. Just focus on God, family. Humility, man. The sign of a true warrior, right? Is humbleness, man. We ain't soldiers. We warriors, man. Different. It's love we dealing with, family. How do you join, family? Tell the sister here how she joins. As a matter of fact, Jackie, I ain't gonna tell you. El Shaddai. Focus on the God in self, family. Know thyself, and to thine own self be true. Be true. Stand this firm. Follow, family. The spirit that is legit. Cheese on. Elohim, family. Cheese on. Hold on, family. You know where you gotta follow the spirit, Elohim? You know where we gotta follow the spirit? Because it's only one place we going, family. It's only one place we going. One place. One place and one place only. I'm gonna let Dennis Emmanuel Brown tell you, man. Serious. It's the promised land, family. Cheese on bread, man. Peace and love in any language. To Shashamani land. It's on the King's Highway. Cheese on. We on the King's Highway. But you know where we on the King's Highway? You know where we on the King's Highway, right, family? Because this been going on for far too long. I submit to divine will and I and I life and I and I liberty. 24/7, 365, eternally and beyond. World without ends, family. But it's time to rise and shine, family. Much too long, man. Much too long, family. Wendy, we gonna hook it up, Wendy. As a matter of fact, what you can do is inbox the telephone number. Much too long, family. We've been down in the poverty, oh so Too long, too long.
We've been down in captivity much too long.
You say tight back up, right?
We've been down in humility and oh so long.
You know why? So rise and shine and give your liberation. Seriously. Okay, family.
When all nations must be free.
Seriously.
Rise and shine.
Rise and shine.
Restore your strength and power.
Restore your strength and power.
One more time.
Remember your history. Cheese on bread, family. Like I said, family, just remember yourself. Know thyself. Master, remember your history. Lamumba in the building. What up, family? Why no call your name, big man? Why no shout you? Yeah.
We've been down
Shout out to the elder, man. Shout out to Biap.
much too long.
No matter what we want to do throughout the years, Biap here and beyond, man.
Oh so long.
If we are the reflection of God, what are we not, God? God in the flesh. To use the word loosely, them three letters, God don't even define the creation and its creation. So rise and shine. Cheese on Bertram. The word song is indeed power, family. Seriously, reflections, man. For the sake of the younger generation, hearts and mind, the brotherhood and unity, family. Look, man, I ain't see my people. Where she at, Miss Critchlow? Shout out to the family in Canada again. I mean, the sistering and the brothers, and somebody told me that the government rescind that whole mandate thing. I don't know how true, but it doesn't matter. We ain't taking it. Doesn't matter what they do. We gonna still live. We gonna live. We gonna rise to the occasion. It's been much too long, man. Anyhow, family. Oh, so long. So guess what? It's been too long. So this is how we gonna enter this new world order, the Great Reset. I can't wait for it. The earth has always cleansed and replenished itself. And here we come. The Great Reset, family. Love and not hatred. Jeez, oh, man. They gotta reset. We gotta reset, family. Hold on, man. Hold on. Pull out again. We don't understand why no say. They got to reset their thing, and we gotta reset our thing too. We've been on the bread milk much too long, so we gonna reset it, family. We dealing with love and not hate. New world order. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow I all the days of our lives. It's like karaoke, yeah. Envy no one, Miss Critchlow. I see you all perfect balance. That's what I was talking about. Love y'all, family. Yes, Lion, you come a long way. Not bowing out, trotting through this earth with the heart of a lion and a soul full of love. Who have eyes to see, let them see. Reset and eject. I love it. It's our time, family. Rise to the occasion here. Rise to the occasion. Don't look at nobody. Get your house in order. Deal with self, man. Raise the frequency, raise the energy, raise the vibration. Know yourself, and to thine own self, be true. Be true. Don't watch the face here. Anyhow, family, we going right out now, man.
Surely goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our life.
Anyhow, one more for the road, one more for the road.
No wish to be with no evil man.
We have no wish to be with no evil man. Jeez.
When you're redeemed by the Father's hand. Liverpool children.
Oh yeah.
Liverpool children.
Listen, all this going on is for one reason and one reason only, because they can't figure it out. Let me know how we went from nothing to something. How we went from dark to light. From slow to bright. Cheese on bread. Them I wonder how we do this with all them hate and anger. The locks get longer, hidden heart it a twist. Make the sick, man. Make the sick with love, man. Rise up, family. Energy is energy we dealing with, man. What you mean? Nothing is greater than self here. And self is the connection with the divine. Thousands and truths. Look at this there. Look at this there. Hold on. Pause. Hold on. Over there, no confirm is a fact. Ontario. She said one vax pass no longer needed in Ontario, but businesses have options if they want to. Loopholes as always, as usual, to find a way to keep it. Mask is supposed to also be no longer needed with the same loopholes. You see, family, despite all that being said, when the people came together, family, things change. Don't get tapped with it. The people is who have the power. Things change. The people is who have the power. You see what I'm saying? We give thanks and praise to the Almighty for that day. I mean, seriously. On that note, family, let me just put this one here before we go, man. That's this one before we go, family. Stay solid, stay firm. Make sure you keep it together. Tea, dawn bread. Shout out to Canada, Ontario, man. More examples to follow. Keep firm, family. Y'all have a blessed night, man. Haile Selassie the First, Empress Wazira Menin. One perfect balance. The New Blue Party, family. Lessons to be learned by this group. The New Blue Party. Them just can. Rules of engagement. The law of liberty. The law of liberty. They can't stop us, man. They can't. Here's Selassie the First, Empress Wazira Menin. You know the one perfect balance, family. Love. Just listen. All the world, doom and gloom. I just listen to it. King of kings and Lord of lords, give us reward, man. If it's your Christ, so be it. If it's your Allah, so be it. If it's your Buddha, Krishna, whoever, so be it. Just hold firm to what you say you are. Be true to yourself, to thine own self. Loving it, family. Cheers, man. Can't stop us. With your dirty game, don't mix me up to tarnish our name. Only want to blame the innocent. Where in the world is the Prime Minister? Can't hear a thing now. Putin land the plane in Venezuela, the whole Caribbean gone quiet. This lion can't tame here. Listen, this lion can't tame. Put a lot of plane in Venezuela, the whole Caribbean leaders going back. Say something now. Say something now. Say something. Dare anyone to say something. I playing, man. Let me stop. Y'all have a great night, though, man. Thanks again for your time, your energy, the inner chi, manifesting our reality. But let me stay focused, family. Remember that. Let me stay focused. Can't keep a good man down. Not a good woman. Shout out to all the sisters, all the women, young and old. Rise to the occasion, man. It's y'all we need now more than ever. We need y'all now more than ever. Y'all are the key to this whole thing. Remember that. Don't let it trick you and trap you, family. One perfect balance, man. Speak life into demand them, nurture demand them, and resurrect demand them. Make you fix your crown, man, and hold firm, man. Selassie, I live, reign, and rule. Itinually. Y'all have a majestic, marvelous, peaceful, uplifting evening. Sila. On that note, man, I'm going to do my little thing here real quick. You know, y'all may notice it lately. Got a few little things happening, man. And, you know, so upgrades, man. But anyhow, be at peace, be at one.